We said last year it was a great event,
Yep.
and then this year we've got another 200 exhibitors. Yep. It's got a great buzz around it. The investment in the stands from our exhibitors is second to none, and it's just going back to where it was, 20 years ago. We've also got two other areas, the DMC zone.
Explain that.
Destination marketing companies, so that they want to see people who understand and can go deep in a destination.
Okay.
And the other thing we were asked for was boutique hotels or boutique venues.
Okay.
So if there's a winery that's got a small event space or whatever it may be, it's not always about the large convention centres or the large hotels. It's also about some of these smaller, in some ways interesting spaces.
Yes.
The main thing from my people is, and this is a good sort of rule of thumb for the events industry, you've got to love what we do. And we feel that we're creative. If anything, we don't like bump outs because we're destroying what we've created.
Yeah, exactly.
But we all engage and we love what we do, otherwise it's just too hard.
Yes.
So I recently got elected back in November.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And also now Treasurer. Sydney Props have been involved with me in whatever form it was previously for a long period of time. I just thought, particularly for Sydney Props and actually me personally, to get more involved in the greater community, hence also being at AIME. The board is represented by a wide cross-section of different events and organisers that I think is a good representation. State branches are very strong. Everyone's keen on ideas and doing things. So I see my role is also engaging younger people.
Yes.
We did lose a lot of younger people through COVID.
Yep.
They are coming back.
What's happening here on the floor sort of exemplifies that. The industry's back on its feet again.
Yes.
And certainly at ICC Sydney, we're well and truly back. We're back to, in every segment that we operate in, we're back to pre-COVID levels as well of business. So it's all about plotting out and preparing and laying out the groundwork for the future now as well. Looking at the major trends that are shaping course, mostly brought about by the emerging generations, the young generations that are joining our teams and joining the industry, and to understand what's going to be looked for, what's being expected of events. We just can't be complacent about this. So we think we're setting out with some real cutting edge stuff and identifying those trends.
We've got a number of new hotels opening or reopening. The Crown Plaza, who's with us today, opens in full by May, which is great for this sector. The CNI interest in Fiji has been really strong. 2024 looks like we're already full. So 2025, 2026, we've got a number of new properties that'll be live. The West Inn reopens at the end of this year on Denarau. And so, we've got a lot of options. We've always had a really good, strong layer of the CNI market coming up, particularly from Australia, because we're so close. 2.5 hours from Brisbane, 4 hours from Sydney. So it's an easy.
Great. We're just absolutely loving being up in Fiji now. We've opened our Fiji office in 2023 to fill a real niche in the market and provide a level of corporate team activities that perhaps wasn't available in Fiji. Over the years, we had been flying in and out of Fiji to run events for clients, and we saw an opportunity to bring our range of programs and products, activities to Fiji and become part of the landscape there. So obviously have a full-time office, employ local staff, and really embrace all of the beautiful Bulla spirit that Fiji has and bring that into team activities, team building programs for inbound conference groups.
This is an immersive tactile sensory experience where you can actually feel music as well as hear it. So those who are hearing impaired, or the deaf community I should say, can actually come to events and feel the music. We also have the headphones, and we can do events like we've just done at the Sydney Opera House for Australia Day, where people can put on a headset and they can hear music, and if they're visually impaired or blind, we can have audio describers live describing performances for them. So we're making events more inclusive for all abilities to join in, and we can do silent discos, we can do silent team building with these, silent yoga, do everything. But with these vests now, incorporating our technologies, it's making things even more inclusive.
AIME has been great. We've done 9 appointments so far today. They've all been amazing opportunities. We've learned a lot from not only our customers, but had the opportunity to tell them about our product as well.
So they're hosted buyers, yeah?
Correct.
So did they match well with you?
They did. They did. These are all individuals who have varying degree of events that they're bringing either to the States or even Europe or throughout the world.
Wow.
That we can help partner with them on.
Wow.
So I think this year's matching of appointments was interesting. Who you really want to meet, who you don't necessarily need to spend a lot of time with, and then the in-betweens. And AI kind of helped us wrap everything around, so that was kind of neat. First time I've been part of that experience.
Is it working?
It's working so far, so good, yeah.
There's a lot more exhibitors around. They're pleased that the AI booking system seems to be working. Tell me more about that.
You're on the leading edge, or rather the bleeding edge first,
Yeah.
and so there was a bit of work, or a lot of work that needed to be done to get it right. That's what it's about. It's making sure that you interrogate the reasons that people are coming, whether it's the visitor or the exhibitor. You've really got to understand why they're coming and who they want to see and why, and getting all of that data in a way that you can then pull it together gives you a set, but actually what people say and what they do are different,
Correct,
right?
yeah.
We're human.
Yeah.
So we might say we want to see one type of person, but when they're then looking through the system, they start looking at a different type of person. One of the things the AI does is to re-feed it based on what they're doing, not on what they've said.
The idea is that we have everyone else that's in the business events industry, and people ask what's business events. It's always a question, and really we say anything that where there's a trade of information or goods or education, it's a business event. There's trade going on, so that is a broad church. So we've got to wrap our arms around a lot, but we're off to an exciting start. We've got lots of members on board, and
How many at the moment?
We're up around near 150, so hopefully after these couple of days here we'll have a whole lot more.
100%?
Yeah, exactly. The industry needs to have a number of things. They need to belong to a group that can speak to the government with one voice. They need a place where all the research and data is centralised, so we're working on that. We've got lots of pockets of that going on. Connect and network and share information somewhere where they feel that they've got professional development across the industry, and that's something that we're really keen to see, is how do you build career pathways for people in the industry rather than people just going into one particular area. Being able to see that they can move across the different parts of the industry, and we haven't really done a great job of that in the past.
It's great to be here because we are doing our own events at UFI to bring the exhibition industry community together. And we're always doing a regional event for Asia Pacific. And that's 2 weeks from now in Macau for this year, but next year it's going to be in Melbourne. And we're going to co-locate with AIME to bring the exhibition industry community into Melbourne, for them hopefully to experience a bit of AIME, and then for those interested from the AIME community to stay on to connect with the exhibition folks. That event brings together the C-level and SVP, EVP level of exhibition industry organizers, venues, suppliers, and industry associations from across the Asia-Pacific region. And all our regional events also bring in colleagues from the rest of the world who want to grow business in that part of the world. And our region is Asia-Pacific, so we can't just always hang out in Asia. We need to come to Pacific, right? And no better place than Australia. I think this market has so much to give on innovation and on growth potential that it's high time to bring the exhibition folks to connect.